Mama's recipe here. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make crepes and request of my beautiful daughter Brenda, because she's playing Halloween, so that means might be moving now, so she wants to learn how to make it. So here's for you, Brenda. Vamos a empezar. You will need 1 cup of flour, 1.5 cup of milk, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. If you want to make it sweet like a dessert, but if you want to make it savory, eliminate the vanilla. For sweet crepes, you will need Nutella or peanut butter, banana, and strawberries. For savory crepe, you will need 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of purple onion or any onion you have, 1 tablespoon of milk, 1 green onion, 1 teaspoon of parsley, cheddar cheese or any cheese you have, 1 pinch of salt and 1 pinch of pepper, avocado. Lastly, you will need butter or oil. You need 1 tablespoon. Let's start by putting first our eggs in our blender. And I'm gonna put my 2 eggs. I'm gonna put my butter room temperature. Let's see, I have my spatula here, so we're gonna put that in there. From there, I'm gonna add my milk. And if you want to make it like a dessert, you will add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Here I had it. Ooh, a little bit might be too much, but that's 1 teaspoon. If you want to make it sweet, if you want to make it like for like making some eggs, just don't add the vanilla, but it's pretty much the same. The thing that I'm gonna do now is just blend this one a little bit, not too much. That's it. By then, I'm gonna just be adding my cup of flour. With my spatula, I'm just gonna do a little bit in the sides of the flour incorporate. Gonna do one more blend. And if you don't have any blend, you can do it by hand. I'm gonna strain my butter so that they don't come any clumps, and I'm just gonna put it here. I'm gonna turn off my stove medium heat, and I'm just gonna warm up my pan. My pan is like 8.5 inches. You should use between 8 and 9 inches. Anything is in a one that is not stick pan. I usually don't measure, but I was gonna measure for you guys. So we need 1/3 of a cup. We just put it right there. Fill it up. So you have the option to use sprayed olive oil, which I love it because it works really well. You can also use butter, or you can use any oil you have, canola, whatever. And I'll explain you how we're gonna be using it. So this is kind of warm now, so I'm gonna start with my spray. I'm gonna put my butter, and I'm gonna be working the way around. Just gonna let it. When it's ready to turn, you're gonna see most of it's all dry. Still need a little bit in there. You see almost all dry, and the thing is gonna start coming out from here. You see, it's all dry now. So what I'm gonna do, just gonna lift a little bit with my hand. I'm just gonna turn it. You still need it a little bit more. This is still not quite brown. If your pan is a little bit more bigger, you're gonna have to add more butter. Also, if you want a little bit thicker, you can add a little bit more. And I'm gonna just give it one more turn. So you can pick it up with your hand and put it here if you want, or you can just flip it out to the other one a different way. So now I'm gonna do with butter this one, so I'll show you. I'm gonna need probably maybe like maybe half a teaspoon or 1 teaspoon. Just gonna put it in there. And I'm just gonna do this. If you choose to use butter. So I'm just gonna put my butter all the way here. I have my cup. I'm just gonna work my way. And I think that spray oil works better, in my opinion. See, and this one should be very easy to move, you see. So what I would do is just put it like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna do with oil, do the same thing, put probably 1 teaspoon. And what I'll do, probably just do this, put my butter, start working my way around. So there you have the 3 options: butter, oil, and sprayed oil. My favorite, it seems to be better spray oil, but you can choose either one. And I have my flame medium heat, and that's what I say. You can tell when it's ready to turn it up, the edge will start kind of like getting loose, and all the butter will dry. Doesn't look weird. You see, it's changing. It is really easy. It's not really that hard. The first time you might kind of have a little bit hard time. Maybe when you do the first one or the second. Don't get too intimidated. You got it. This is easy. Like if you want to see it's already ready on the other side, you can even flip it like that, you see? Or you can color it with your hands and then flip it if you want it a little bit more brown. But I think this one should be plenty good like that. So I'm gonna keep moving to my second one. And what I do, I just put it there. I'm gonna make the rest with the spray. So there's my crepes. I make 8 crepes. So I'm gonna assemble my 2 daughters' favorite thin and herb. So we're just gonna put some Nutella. I really like it too, but this one they can eat all day long. So what I'll do, I'm just gonna put Nutella. And right now they're all nice and warm, so we're just gonna put on one side. But if you don't have Nutella and you have peanut butter, you can use peanut butter. What I would do, this is kind of like for dessert. I'm gonna cut half of the banana. I'm just gonna cut it in little pieces. I already rinsed my strawberries. Just gonna do the same thing. I think one will be plenty. And this one was kind of big. Now that I have my things ready, so I'm just gonna fold this way, bring it this way. And I think this one might be a little too much. So we're just gonna take a couple, since a little bit much, and then just build it this way. And there you have it. To make my eggs, we're gonna grab the eggs and we're gonna put it in a bowl. 2 eggs. 2 eggs will make 1. We're gonna put 1 tablespoon of milk, and we're gonna put 1 pinch of salt, and we're gonna put 1 pinch of pepper. Get a little bit of cheese ready. I have cheddar cheese. You can use any cheese you want, and I think that should be plenty. So now I'm gonna start preparing my onions. I have my onions here in this container, so I don't gonna come out. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in here, not many, because I just need a little bit of flavor. And this one seems a little bigger, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just chop it a little bit more small, so when you eat it, it doesn't seem too big pieces. So that should be plenty. So now I'm gonna chop my parts. So I'm gonna take the stick. I'm not gonna use that much. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just grab these things like that. If you wanna use it, if you wanna skip it, you can totally skip it. You don't have to use it if you don't like parsley. You can also use cilantro. That's what you prefer. Now I'm gonna do my onion. My onion, I'm just gonna use 1 stick. And this is just kind of to make it pretty. That's what I'm gonna be using. And I already rinsed it too. And that should be plenty, I think. I have everything ready. I'm gonna put medium heat. I'm gonna let it warm my pan a little bit. I'm gonna add my butter, 1 teaspoon. As you can see, this one is very little onions. It's not really a lot. If you want to add a little less, that's fine. So what I have, I'm just gonna put it here. I'm gonna be adding my eggs. If you decide to add the parsley, here's my parsley and there's my green onion, so I'm gonna just add it now. Now we're just gonna turn it because they're already done. Now that I have my crepe ready, what I'm gonna just do, put my eggs here. I'm gonna be adding my cheese. And again, you can add any cheese you have, how much or how little you like. I have 1 avocado here. You can add as much or as little, or you don't have to add it all. So I'm just gonna have a couple pieces. I have 1 right there. Maybe 2 will be enough. I'm just gonna fold it and push it. And there you have it. Okay guys, so there you have my crepes. So easy to make and you can have a lot of fun. I usually like to make a separator because it's really easy to eat. But if you want to make it fancy and all that stuff, just fold it in quarters. What you put things in here in the middle, and then you fold it like that, and then you do it like that. Also, what I like to do, I like to store it like that in the refrigerator. I cannot make enough. My daughter loves them. So I leave it in, put it like that, put it in the refrigerator. It lasts me for 3 days, but I will not make it for 3 days because if it's plenty in the refrigerator, my daughter make for lunch or dinner. So that's why I make it a lot, but they're really good. The more important thing, guys, is it's so easy to make and you can have fun. You can be creative. If you have things over here you don't like it, just play with them. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys try, and hasta la vista.